We say what they can't radio.
Be able to take your game to the next level. You can definitely shop at activefitapparel.com or follow us on ActiveFit on Instagram.
You already know what it is. Streets want to know we back, y'all. It's your boy Smitto. Of course, Dustradamus all day, every day is Brooklyn's own. You already know what I bring to the streets, what element I represent. Listen, man. I got some peoples with me. This show has grown. I don't know if y'all know that, or if y'all really paying attention. A lot of y'all act like y'all in the loop, but y'all really not. You see what's on the table. You see what I got next to me. But we going to start off with Miss Penelope. And she was on time today.
How y'all doing, everybody?
You really do. I ain't messing with you today. I ain't messing with you today. Of course, I got cousin in the building. This is, when I say cousin, we say cousin because we say family. This is really my blood. So if you know the history, then you know, but cousin will speak to the people.
Yeah, we back in the building. You know, we moving forward. We here now, baby.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the guy that's on the far left of us, we gonna get a little serious. Legendary. If you've been in the loop, you've been outside, then you know. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you coming from the town, but also just Brooklyn, period. Legendary story. The other day I was able to watch the Central Park 5, and I think your story is just next level to that. It'll be, I know that's where you headed. We ain't gonna put too much out there, but I see the same parables with the stories. Shamel, it's a pleasure to have you, homie.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Talking to the mic. I want the people to hear
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, this was, you know, my cousin said he could call and make it happen. I was like, damn, cousin, you gonna do that for me? You know, you don't really get people to do certain things.
For us.
I mean,
yeah, no, us,
absolutely.
Us,
but more or less for you, because
streets want to know.
This is streets want to know.
Listen,
and then this is one of the interviews when I do this is what I thrive for. You know what I'm saying? To get the realness to the people, because I tell people, you know, even though I've been on other platforms, the radio ain't never seen nobody like me before. You understand? You ain't Birdman Canton did that to me. He couldn't have came up and said, put my name or respect. I would have asked him to come in the hallway, because this is really the streets. So we're not gonna play with this. Let's talk about what the streets really want to know. You go on these other stations and then y'all talk from this industry standpoint. That's not what the streets represent. This is why real street dudes is not in this business, because you suckers want to close the door and act like y'all really the real guys, when in all reality it's guys like yourselves that's behind these guys. You understand?
We're here now.
So I gotta.
We wasn't present.
This show,
Penelope,
me and Penelope spoke. So this show, we taking all the gloves off. But first of all, I definitely want you to introduce yourself and, you know, just how do you feel? Welcome home, first of all.
Look, thank you, man. I'm saying I've been 29 years, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hand
Been
claps
now since I was
Yeah, come on, hold on. I want him to finish talking first. Hold on. I want them to hear you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right,
damn, 29 years.
Yeah, been down since I was 17 years old. You understand? The streets had me. I was in the streets hard. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no off button. I was go all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
all gas, no brakes.
Yeah, I got caught up in a situation with me, two other individuals who got, you know what I'm saying, in the shootout.
Right.
And the principal got killed. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, we gonna get into that. We don't want to rush it. We don't want to go. We got time.
Right.
It's about you today.
All right, but listen, I'm here.
First of all, like you said, you was in the street, and if anybody got any questions, chime in. You know, the floor is ours. I personally was in Red Hook at the time. I was a youngster. You know my family very well.
Yes.
When you first was coming outside, and the reason why I want to ask these questions, because I want the young boys to see this. When you first was coming outside, I know what I was going through in the house, right? Family, drug issues, or whatever. You go outside to look for a way. What was your mindset when you stepped off the porch?
My mindset was like, at the end of the day, I had to survive. You know what I'm saying? My family, my mom's on drugs,
right,
and stuff like that.
Right.
So all I saw was violence. So when you see violence all the time, you adapt to violence.
Right.
And that was my way. I adapted. You know what I'm saying? I had to survive, and it's by any means necessary.
Right,
you know what I mean? That's how
I
came out. I was young. I've been in the game since I was 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I was with a lot of the heavy hitters.
That's what I was going to say, not to cut you off. Was it you were in the streets gang-wise, or were you in the streets drug dealer-wise? Or was it both?
No, it's drug dealer-wise, because gangs wasn't even in existence back then.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So gangs, this is something new to me. I don't, you know what I mean? To each his own. Whatever they do. But, you know what I mean? We had our little crews, but it wasn't labeled like gangs.
Right.
You know
Even now, people, guys, they say they have their little crews and we not a gang, but then they doing gang activity or things in a gang nature that a gang would do, so to say.
Yeah, but nah, we wasn't.
So
on
just
that.
to separate the two, thank
Yeah,
you for
we
clearing
wasn't
that
on
up.
that type of time.
Okay.
We was home. Let me chime in. We was definitely on a different time. We wasn't. If it wasn't about a bag, we ain't got time for to be twisting up our fingers. Like I said, no disrespect, but we ain't have time to twist up our fingers. If we gonna throw something up, we gonna throw some money up. That's what we trying to do.
Okay.
That's what it was about.
I know at that
Message.
time, I know at that time it was you said message, right?
Yeah.
Got to give you a gunshot for that. I know at that time it was, because as I remember, like I said, I was young. I would go from my grandmother's to Miss Yo-Yo's around the corner and see my cousins and all them doing your thing. All of y'all doing your thing. I know it was about turf because I know in the projects. Now, when I'm saying the projects, I'm saying we from Red Hook. So my man used to tell me the hustler that's older than us, older than y'all, of course, we ain't gonna mention him because we don't know what his story is right now. But my man used to tell me, yo, son, there's only two names I mentioned from Red Hook. I would say yours, Duss Middle, because you've been exposed to the industry, and Mellow. But I know when you speak to dudes from the street, it's so many names of dudes I never heard of. But they know your story, though. That story is so legendary. So when I say Red Hook, I'm saying you coming outside Red Hook, that your mindset is, I gotta survive out here.
Facts. Hey, you know, and when I was upstate, you know what I'm saying, the dudes always ask me where I'm from. You know what our first thing I say? I say I am Red Hook. I don't say I'm from Red Hook. I am Red Hook. You know what I'm saying? And that's at the end of the time. At the end of the day, that's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of other dudes, young dudes, but I was like one of the first young dudes that came out. I was off the stoop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't really mention no names or nothing like that.
Right.
Dudes that put me in the game, they was young too, but they was, you know, I think I could mention a situation. You know what I'm saying? This was back in the days. I don't know if y'all ever heard about the robbery on the train. I think it was
Absolutely.
the A train.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to rapper Shabazz. He talked about this on one of his
Shabazz's
verses. Yeah,
segment?
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he talked about it in one of his verses. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? The young kid that got shot, you know what I'm saying, and the one that lived was really the one that introduced me to the, you know what I'm saying, the game. You know what I'm saying? And that was my man, you know what I mean? But
Right.
he had got shot up, you know what I mean? They tried to rob him on the train. They had the trench coat and all that, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? One of them got killed, one lived. And he introduced me to the game, and ever since then I was full throttle.
So when you first coming off the porch, like, now I know at 12, and of course we all been seeing hustlers downstairs from my building. We look out the window, you as well, because she ran outside. She was outside before.
Okay.
You see the first introduction into the game. Some dudes pick up packs first, right? They hitting you with packs, or a lot of dudes coming out just robbing shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm coming out really with the aggressive attitude out the gate. What was your approach?
My approach is, you know, I'm a different
Talk
mind
to the
state.
mic, talk to
Yeah,
the
I'm a
mic.
different mind state,
Right.
right? I gotta get mines. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't rob. To each his own. I don't do that.
Right.
But I'm gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was coming out there with that hustler's mentality.
Okay,
They
okay.
gave me the pack, you know what I'm saying? And I moved up from there. You know what I'm
Any
saying?
means necessary.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly right.
And then, you know, I had the pack, you know what I'm saying, for a major dude, you know what I'm saying? Because at the same, I knew all the major hitters.
Right.
All the major dudes that was around there in Hook, they know me. You know what I'm
was the
saying? I
go-to
know
guy.
them. And, you know, we was in the same circle.
right.
And I done dealt with them. Like, it's not like secondhand shit. I done dealt with them directly. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? These
right.
are my people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you could give them a call, or anybody could give them a call. I'm solidified.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See, this is a lot of shit that these people don't know. You know, you got these niggas, they run around and they talk, but they don't really know. And we pull up in the building, these niggas don't even know who's next to them. So for all you niggas that's out there running around talking about, yo, this is my man, I know this person, I know. Stop fucking fronting, man. For real, man. Stop
Absolutely.
fronting, man. It ain't gonna get you
Absolutely.
nowhere, man.
Absolutely. And I say that because once again, like I said, you might not remember me so, you know, frequent, but I was around for it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I said, I would go see this is my real family. Like I would come to the projects, go to my grandmother. She would always say, look, you hear that noise, get off that mall.
Yeah.
So I know the history of Red Hook.
Yeah.
I know the names. You know, one of the dudes I idolized a lot as I came up was Flav. You know what I'm saying? I like Flav whole swag. Like he was official, but I know Flav also knew the chain of command, where he come up from under. And I knew it was a time when the front was going against the back. But one of the names that was most prominent was Shamel. Like
Yeah.
Shamel. So for you, that's why I'm asking, and I'm only asking you these questions so the young boys could see this and say, I don't say put the guns down. I don't even ask why you picking them up. I'm saying, what's your purpose? Give me a reason why you supposed to be outside. Because when I came off the porch, I had to feed my sisters.
There was a reason.
There was a
behind it.
reason behind this. I didn't come outside saying, yo, cuzzo, teach me the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking Yohoun or Bishop, yo, what I'm supposed to do with this. Nah, yo, I gotta feed these girls. I'm the man, right? Like you said, I gotta come out here and survive. So I want the young boys to see this. Stop just watching these videos and thinking it's about that. That's not real. That's not real shit. Because when you run into a real hitter, you gonna know the difference.
Yeah, facts.
And I know you being you, coming off the porch and you saying when you, because at that time in Red Hook, it was a lot of guys too.
Yeah, facts. You know what I mean? A lot of major hitters.
90s era is
A
crazy.
lot of major hitters. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Right.
Like
Right.
At the end of the day, you know, I've been in that circle. I was there, front row.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the back. I'm not talking about who. I'm been there. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, that's what it is, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm saying right now, we in a transition stage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what it's about. You know what I mean?
So you coming home today? Chime in if y'all have any questions. Chime in. You coming home today and you seeing what's going on. Like I said, you coming from behind the wall 29 years, homie. You seen the best of the best, the worst of the worst, especially with the young boys, right? Where's the disconnect?
Well, the disconnect is this, man. I think everybody is stuck in their ways. You know what I'm saying? Even old timers and young timers. They stuck
Okay.
in their ways. But my thing is you got to meet them in the middle. Sometimes you got to dumb it down and talk their language. You know what I'm saying? Just to get in. When you get
Right.
in, yo, listen, then you say, flip it. Yo, listen, we're going to try something different. Because my thing is this. We could do all the same thing that we want to do. We could stunt. We could get bitches and, you know what I mean? Niggas
Right.
get fly.
Right.
We could
Right.
do all of that. You know what I'm saying? But let's do it on a positive note. See what I'm saying? Let's transition this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've been down 29 years. Like I said, I've been down 29 years, bro. And, you know, I'm going at it a different route now.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
I'm
But
going
you
at
learned
it.
so much.
Yeah, definitely.
You learn so much, and then you coming home, and then one thing I've experienced by seeing dudes come home, and like I said, you didn't come home and go back. You did a long stretch,
Yeah,
homie.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get too much in detail of the situation because I want people to go and do their homework on who you are.
Facts.
Cool. So you was in a wow, like you was in a shootout, and the principal got hit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Before you go there with that story,
Okay.
how long have you been home? Not to just
I've
get in
been
your
home
business.
I came home on March 31st.
Okay, so you've been home some time now.
Yeah, not long. That long.
No, not that long,
Yeah.
but long enough to see outside and like you said, the transition of how the streets look now to when you were outside doing things and how you was moving.
Yeah.
And you saying, these guys, in order to connect with these kids, because there is a disconnection, they have to meet them in the middle.
Without a question.
But then you see the men your age or younger than you, but they are of age, acting like the young boys, sitting there popping bottles, chilling and pop. They getting bitches, like you said,
Yeah.
but they just like the mentality of it and the morals behind it is just like, I'm not gonna teach him. I'm the OG who can tell him different and show him different. But nah, right now I'm enjoying this. Right now I'm with this little nigga. We chilling. We getting bitches. Like, where's the words that you say to that guy, to your man's like, yo, that may not be your man's. That may be your man's brother. That may be his cousin. But he has the green light in that door to open up to show them a different way. But instead he's partying with them. Like, how do you turn to him and say, yo, X, Y, and
So
Z?
basically, he not teaching them.
Right, but you could say something to him and he gonna look at you like, shut the fuck up, my nigga. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't been around. And you telling him like, I am Red Hook, like you said.
Yeah.
I'm the streets, nigga. I've been around.
Yeah, facts.
How do you, without bumping heads with those situations, how do you?
I think they got a saying. I don't know how the saying go, right? But I'm gonna say something, right? I think the saying go like this: you can't teach old fools and babies. See what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys, they just old fools. You know what I'm saying? They still want to be in their 20s. They want to do that.
Second childhood, right?
Yeah, I want to be with the young boys and
Right,
all that.
right.
Instead of just pulling the young boy up and like, go, listen, here, let's go to school, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this shit a different way. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I was just in the projects like 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? And, they had a councilwoman lady named
yeah.
Jackie
I saw that.
Painter. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I was out there. You know what I'm saying? And me and one of my co-defendants came. And I was, going through the projects, you know what I'm saying? I'm out there giving people, listen, register to vote. See what I'm saying? So everybody's looking at me. They're like, and we pulled up on some young kids, you know what I'm saying? And we had a little camera because my man was filming. You know what I'm saying? So the young, y'all, these niggas on camera. What y'all niggas doing? So like, listen, this ain't that type of shit, man. I'm solidified out here. Ask your mom, who ask your, my name's Shamel.
Plus,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't mean to cut you off, son. Plus, when they do see you, right, and then they say what they say, once we get to speaking and we open our mouth, it kind of like,
It
bring
dies
the
it
tone
down.
It's,
absolutely.
you know
Right.
such and such.
Right.
Yes, I know, you know my mother, my
Absolutely,
father.
that's right.
So now the connect
I was
can-
around when
They
you
give
wasn't
that
we
born,
might
energy.
can't
nigga.
connect to everybody, like I said on the last show, but we can get to some of them. We can't get to all of them.
As long as
We
you can
can't
reach
save
out
them
to
all.
one, you good. Because that
You know what
one
I
is
mean?
gonna pass that word of mouth.
But yeah, just to piggyback off what you said, that's what I was getting to. You know what I mean? Once I said who I was and all that, then oh yo, you the OG, you know what I mean? Yo, you cool, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Start naming people and all this. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I bumped into a few other people that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they so happy I'm home and all that. And like I said, I came home and on some real shit. I ain't even know I had this much love. This is some dead serious shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like,
bro.
yo, this shit
I'm
is
telling
crazy.
you, I like I said, I've been hearing about you on the countdown for years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, I know your brother. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Puda Mac, that's your nephew.
Yeah, I got him. He's one of my
Yeah,
What's up?
artists.
Yeah, what's
yeah,
up?
yeah,
What's
that's
up
what
with
I'm
the
saying.
record label?
Yeah,
What's,
so-
what's
listen,
going
listen,
on?
Yeah,
that's what we
so let me tell you my connection. When I was on DTF, and you could, like I said, Puda know me personally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm involved.
Okay.
When dudes lead the projects and they know they need an outlet to get to that industry, they come to me. Nah, son, go holla at Duss. Go holla at Smith. I'm telling you, he gonna introduce you or get you close to who you need to be with. That's how I know Puda. That's how I know your brother. So I already knew you was on the countdown. But even friend or foe, at this point, it's like they may not even like you, but they respect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you know, son did his shit on his head. He didn't. It ain't no telling shit on his name. And his story is so epic because of how it went down.
Yeah.
I remember, you know, like I said, I want people to go and research it on their own. But friend or foe, I've just heard nothing but good things about, you know, your son coming home.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
And,
And I know it must feel good. Not to cut you, I know it must feel good to at least come home and see your family.
yeah, but listen, that was a good feeling. You know what I mean? That's so crazy though, right? Because I was supposed to come home. I was thinking I was gonna come home earlier than that. You know what I'm saying? And I think my mom had died like 2 weeks
Damn, sorry
before
to
I
hear
came
that.
before I came
Wow.
home. You know what I'm saying? So it was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And a curse at the same time. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Because
right.
she was in the hospital and she was trying to hold on as long as she could. You know what I mean? But she was unable to. You know what I mean? So it was just a good feeling to come. You know what I'm saying? And
God
see the
bless
people
Mama
and all
Love.
that. Yeah, facts. You know what I mean?
I know the love still, you came home and you see, because like I said, I see where you headed. I get it. You know what I mean? Especially when you get time to sit down, because a lot of dudes come home and don't do nothing.
Yeah, but
They don't
That's
do nothing.
real talk. Yeah, like, well, you know what? That's true. A lot of guys come home and I want to say shell shock for some, because I don't want to give everybody a way out.
Right.
Some niggas come home and just sit on their motherfucking
Fucking
ass.
ass.
They don't do
Absolutely.
shit
Nothing.
they expect for their wife or their girl or their mommy or whoever. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, I
Get
gotta-
your
Some are
fucking ass outside, nigga.
institutionalized.
Yeah, I got to hand claps to that. A lot of niggas come home. I know. I be like, damn, son. Like, and especially, you know, the thing about being out here from being in there is when you in there, everything stops. So I've heard, right? Everything stops, but you got time to sit down, think, plan, plot, right? Out here, you constantly moving. So you mean to tell me if you sat down 5 years, you ain't come home with a plan? You wasted 5 years, homie. So I know where your mindset is at. I won't even ask. It's just now having the time to say, sort everything out. I know I'm doing this. I know I'm doing that because you got a strategic plan. You understand what I'm saying? But how much is a driving force for you, for what you got laid out in front of you, is your situation? Like, are you gonna turn that into like a positive to be like, you already turned it into a positive. That's not the right words. Is that gonna be the blueprint for what you're gonna show the young homies? Look at this.
without a question, because I'm saying my experiences speak for itself. You know what I mean? So my thing is this: listen, don't go in the same direction that I went in.
Right,
Let's change this up.
right.
You see what I'm saying? Let's change
Right.
this up. And once again, and I'm really strong on this, man. Like, we can do shit different ways, man,
Right.
and get to the same bag
Right.
and all that, but legitimate. And this is me, my mentality. How many people that we know in the streets in our hoods that not a braid hair, that not a rap, that not a sing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you want to be on the corner selling. I'm saying that's
Right.
that's asinine to me. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? That's
Right.
kind of backwards.
Right.
If you got some talent, I wish I had some talent. Real talk, I wish, you know what I mean? I used to, when I was in jail and shit, I used to be writing raps and shit
Right,
like that.
right.
I got mad raps
Right.
written. You know what I'm saying? I used to design clothes. I got a lot of that shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I was trying to find a talent that I could use. You know what I'm saying? But I was saying, man, I'm too old to be doing out this rapping shit. But my
What
son,
was your turning point? Like, did you have your turning point in the beginning of your bid, in the middle? Like, when was your turning point to say, like, damn, I fucked up. I'm in a situation now. I gotta think like this in order to keep my sanity and to move forward once I get out of here. I know I'm not coming back. Like I gotta be on this type of page.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. Before you end, I want to add to that as well because that was a good question. And on top of what she said, how did you feel when you seen guys like me and other brothers from the neighborhood coming through behind that wall? How did that make you feel? You know, so I wanted to add to that.
But you know, truthfully, see, when I was still in that stinking mind state, I was like, oh, okay, the homies pulled up. You know, oh, yo, what's up? I got somebody here with me
your
from the hook.
niggas,
You know what I'm saying? Because behind the wall, there ain't really too many people from the hook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this real talk. Like, you know, it's only certain names. My name, Shamel. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Shamel. My little son, Kuka B. That's my son. I raised these dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Pool came. You know what I'm saying? Me and him was in Green Haven every year. And every day we spend in the yard. Yo, what's up? We making a plan. Yo, what we going to do when we get home? See what I'm saying?
Right.
We here together. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? He came
absolutely.
first.
That's
I came
crazy.
after him. You know what I mean?
That's after that.
But she said something. I want to really go back to that thought. I think it really happened to me at the end. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm behind the wall, but I'm still in the
Give it
street.
to him real, Mel.
I'm
Give it
doing
to
what
him.
I'm doing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
The streets want to know this. What the
this
fuck
what I'm
we up
doing.
here
Yeah,
for?
listen. Don't pull no punches up here.
Nah,
yeah, give it to him real.
Listen, that's what it was. I'm still doing what I'm doing, dragging the bag, you know what I'm saying, and all this, what I'm doing. But at the end, I said, damn. I had to sit down in my cell, and it's so crazy, man. Like, sometimes you have the mind state, like, you don't want to deal with a lot of white people. That was my mind state at one particular time, you know what I'm
But
saying?
at one point in time, you have to deal
without
with
a
them.
question, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, man, you done did a lot of shit to my peoples and all that. I was on that mindset, but then
Right.
and then it took this counselor lady, real shit. Like, I was in Green Haven and shit, and she was like, yo, listen, I was talking to her one day because I went up there for ART or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Scream, I'm trying to get
Shout out to everybody locked up, by the way.
Yeah, without
Shout
a
out
question.
to everybody
Green
behind the
Haven.
wall and the women.
Yes.
We tend to miss them.
Yeah.
Because we know that
Not
they the
anymore.
ones-
We here now.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's
Go
what it
ahead,
is.
though.
But listen, so you know what I mean? The lady I was talking to and I was asking about ART and she was like, yo, boom, you know, you want a job for me? I'm like, yeah, cool, I'll work. So I wound up working in the ART, you know what I'm saying? With a boom. But like, it was so crazy. But like, Shorty saw the potential in me and I didn't even see it in myself, you know what I'm saying? So she gave me a job. And from there, I just took off, you know what I mean? I'm mad, I'm the head facilitator, you know what I'm saying? I'm up there, I'm running shit, you know what I'm saying? And the police is like,
Looking at shit in a different light.
different light. Like,
Yeah.
yo, you know what I mean? I'm going to there like I got the keys to the spot. Like, you know what I mean? I open the spot up, I close the spot up, you know what I'm saying? So it was a different feeling.
But
So-
you utilized your opportunity.
When you say it was a different feeling, and a different feeling, I mean, did you feel like, damn, you know, even though I'm locked up and I'm behind the wall,
I'm being looked
and
at as an inmate.
not on that part because
Okay.
we know how it is for the real motherfuckers that's behind there. We know we run the programs, but when you was turning the key to this motherfucking door of yours, did you feel like this could be me in town, but in the town owning some shit, legit?
Well, facts.
That was
Yeah,
good,
facts.
Cuzzo.
That's exactly how I looked at it. You know what I'm saying? And I looked at it the same way I was teaching people in jail, ART. I'm saying I could come in the street to do that. You know what I'm saying? Teach the
Right.
young brother, yo, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? That was my outlook on it. You know what I mean? And it took for that lady to give me the opportunity for me to make that transition.
But she
you know
gave
what
you the opportunity, but it took for you to utilize that. Because a lot of motherfuckers blow opportunities.
Yeah.
I'm not a
All the
journalist.
time.
I ain't go to school for this.
Yeah.
But I'm from the street though. I know how to hustle.
Yeah.
I know how to speak to the people.
Fact.
So when I go, I made a call one day to somebody, and it was they was doing maybe like a guest appearance. Like, yo, come up and just be a guest host for a day. That's how I started. And that's what I mean about missed opportunities. Like he said, lazy motherfuckers. And I said, yo, I'll try it. Let me try it. And I've been on the radio 7 years now.
Yeah, but that's what it
You
is.
know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm saying she came to you like, and your mind frame was, I don't want to fuck with these type of people and all. But at that moment, you recognize something to say, because look how quick you say, yeah, I'll take a job.
What made you
A job. A
Yeah.
street nigga. Saying, yeah, I'll take a job.
in the pen? Remember that.
In jail.
Yeah.
It's not, you wasn't home, homie.
Yeah.
You in jail saying, look, I'll take that, give me the opportunity, and then utilize it and turn it into what you did.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time,
That's a lot because
that's
jail
a
jobs are
lot,
cheap,
yo.
right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 32 cents or some shit.
Nah, what? 16.
Damn.
You get a 16 cent.
Is that
Yeah.
now or back then?
Now, right now, too. What the fuck? Shit is hard.
Keep me on the right path, Jesus,
I think they might have
please,
raised it, but
because
yo,
I
it was
can't.
16 cents. That, you know what I mean? So that always been my
Shit.
mentality. If I'm saying, if I could be behind a wall and work for 16 cents, how
Why you
come
can't
I
get a
ain't
job
and
out
work
here?
at McDonald's?
That's what I be
Absolutely.
saying when I say
That's what
I
I'm.
don't
You
get
see
it.
what I'm saying?
I don't
So,
get
see,
it.
that's what. So what I'm saying to y'all, and this is for both of y'all.
I don't get it.
Because you know, I always tell him, I knew how far in the game he was, but he knew I was always doing the music or always just sprinkled around the industry. And he always told me, cuz I never saw it, I didn't get it then.
You know what it is? Missed opportunities. I was telling Cuzzo, like, I fucked that up because here I had something in front of me that was presented every day. Every time this man synced me, he said, cuz, this is what I'm doing. And I just didn't see it. I don't know if it was greed or my own selfishness, but I didn't see it.
But here's the difference. And we know the Most High is the best of planners. I tell people that. At the right time, it's going to hit you. And from your story of what you just said with the lady, you said, look, I like she asked you, when did it was the turning point? You was like, look, I was shaking and baking until I was on my way home. But that last stretch when you was coming home, something clicked and you caught it. I'm telling you, I've seen people that just don't get it, bro.
Facts.
They don't get it. And they got the following. They come home, the name be up, they be tough, and they got everything to set them afloat, and they don't get it.
Yeah.
So for you to say, I'm coming home, first of all, shout out to Shamel because he had his own record label. A lot of you niggas, this is where I talk my shit. Hold on, let me get a drink. I talk my shit. I talk my shit. Hold on, because I get a lot of goofy shit, and I've been on the radio a little while. A lot of you niggas come home, and you selling $3 belts. Do-rag's been out of style since 03, 04. Maybe I'm pushing it. All right? You niggas don't come home and don't want to talk about nothing. Nigga hand me a CD, it's written in marker. You know, nigga, get with the program. Shamel came home with a label.
Yeah.
So listen, let's talk for 1 second. Let's just spin it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the label.
Well, listen, man, you can just OBM, man. You know what I'm saying? Only Boss Move Records, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is, man. You know what I mean? And we got some few artists on there. You know what I'm saying? I got my little niece. You know what I'm saying? I got my little nephew. You know what I'm saying?
So you keeping it in the family?
You know, listen, they the artists at that time. But listen,
okay.
I'm always looking for some talent. Holla at me.
Right.
You know?
Right.
He's gonna drop his info at the end of the show.
So I know you said you was rapping in there, and we bouncing all around because I want people to understand where your mindset is from then to now. So I know you said you was rapping in there, doing your thing in there, but one thing I want to ask you, getting back to your situation and what you went through, I won't ask you a cliche question. I don't want to go there and say, how would you do it all different? Of course you would, many aspects. But in that situation,
Shit, you would too. That 30 years, shit.
absolutely. In that situation, because the reason why I don't want to ask that particular question is because when you in the street and shit is active, you can't say what you're going to do until you in that situation.
Yes.
So when you in that situation, would you do the same thing the same way, or would you kind of...
No, knowing what I know now, I would curve it. I wouldn't even do that shit. I'd go the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, that was an opportunity available for me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in the street, so I'm not even thinking like that. You know what I mean? This is some real shit, though. Like, on some real like, when the situation happened, right? It was two girls with me. You know what I'm saying? We was walking and whatever the case may be. And they were like, yo, boom, we see you later. So I walked down the mall.
Right.
And at that particular time,
Hold on. Keep that thought.
Yeah.
In Red Hook, when we say the mall, because I just want to bring people up to speed. A lot of people act like they outside. They not.
Yeah.
When you say the mall, if you ever been to Red Hook, it's the walkway that is the entry to the projects, right? It goes all the way. The mall is the main strip in the projects.
Yeah, but listen, all they got to do is look at the movie, I think, Straight Outta Brooklyn.
Straight out of Brooklyn. That's right.
That's where it's at.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
right.
And that's where my situation happened
That
at.
is my movie.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay.
where my situation
Okay,
happened at.
okay.
You know what I mean? And sometimes I be thinking, yo, they copying my shit.
Of course they did.
I really
Of
be
course
thinking
they-
that.
no,
Like,
no,
all
don't
the
think
same
that.
shit.
Don't think
I
that.
think that nigga should reach out. Where that motherfucking bag at then?
First of all, when you
Same
look
shit.
at Straight Out of Brooklyn, and what I think they did was take a collective of Red Hook stories and made it just one under one narrative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who was the director on that shit, man?
We need to get
Who shot
into
that
his
shit?
story.
Listen, man, the nigga from Red Hook, man, so
Listen.
shout out to the homies.
Shout out to Jay. Yeah, shout out to
That's
the
what it
homies.
is, man. That's what it was, man. You know
But
what I
all
mean?
right, but you was walking with two females.
Yes, and they happened to go the other way, so I went this way. And, you know, at that particular time, I was just in contemplation. I had my head down because I'm thinking about some motherfucking drug activity. That's what I was thinking about on real talk
Right,
shit.
right.
I'm like, yo, listen, how I'm going to get this bag? You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to do this. This was my thinking at that time.
Absolutely.
So when I pick my head up and I see these two niggas, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying to myself, man, I'm going to just try to walk by them. That real talk, like a lot of people, this is really what the fuck is going on in my mind at that
Right.
time.
At 17, you was 17.
17.
Let's get this clear.
At 17, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just walk past them. It didn't happen that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shots was fired, you know what I'm saying? And I sit behind the pen 29 years later.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was.
Right.
I didn't initiate nothing.
Right,
at the end of the day. But you know what I mean? I was following suit though.
Absolutely.
You know
No,
what I'm
you were
Right.
sticking to the script.
He's
You
in the
outside.
streets.
I was following suit.
You outside.
Yeah.
Because like I tell people, it's cool. Like I like to use Floyd in this instance, right? I tell people we all could sit at home, watch the fight on the big TV, and me and you could be Penelope. We watching the fight, and cousin we watching the fight, and Shamel watching the fight. And we saying duck, nigga, or throw the left. But when you in the fight, it's
none
not
of
the
that.
same. It's none of that.
Yeah.
It's none of that shit going on.
Listen, only way is that is when you a fighter yourself.
I'm a street
Absolutely.
See what I'm saying? When you a
So
fighter
when-
yourself, you know how to duck
Hey,
and
of
weave
course,
and
because
all
you
that
duck
shit.
and
prepared for
dodge
this.
and dip.
So what
Yeah.
I'm saying to you is,
Kick
I don't
somebody
want
ass.
to. I don't ask cliche questions when I know a nigga of your caliber. You know what I'm saying? Has really been in the field. So I'm saying to you, thought process wise, what was your thought process, and would you say, damn, I would curve it the next time? I could have.
Well, he said he was trying to curve it, but it didn't happen.
Exactly.
That way.
He look. You said, look, I tried to walk past a nigga and shit got ugly.
That's facts.
So it's like, damn, that. You see how crazy life is? That
But
one
that's-
split second
changes everything.
changes everything, homie. And I
Facts.
be telling these young homies, yo, think. Just my thing is just think. Give yourself a half a, because they not thinking.
Yo, but you know, let me tell you one thing, right? And I always say this, man. Even when I was in jail, and this, I really believe this with everything, my whole soul. Pride and ego get you killed, man.
Absolutely.
Real talk. Pride and ego
Talk
get you
about
killed.
it.
man.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying?
About it.
Some niggas be like, yo,
They
what?
cannot swallow
Yo,
their
I'm tough,
pride.
I'm tough,
That
I'm
ego
tough.
is too big.
And you know what I mean? And when you be talking about you tough,
You know what I used to say? Old saying. You know, the tough niggas tear easy too, man. You know what I mean?
The bigger you are, the harder you fall.
They tear easy.
you know what I mean? But
No, pride and ego is true. It's
Yeah,
true.
but-
Because you
That
gotta know
shit.
when, like,
You gotta
shout
humble
out, I'm
yourself.
gonna give bro this. I gotta get this to bro. Shout out to Fat Boy. He always told me, he said, son, you can't dance to every tune. Eventually, your feet gonna hurt. You can't dance to every. And I heard him say that to me verbatim when they won't. I mean, for like a whole month, we was going on a rant in Red Hook. We over here arguing here. He said, yo, son, we can't entertain on this. I can't keep coming down to the projects every other day for this. We can't dance to every tune. Eventually, our feet gonna hurt. And I'm like, what you said? So a lot of stuff, you gotta just let it go. And I know as men, especially when you outside. See, when you outside, you got a different attitude. That's why, and I tell Cuz all this time, we ain't run into a lot of these artists, but when you do, you gonna be able to smell it. He ain't like that.
So this is what
And
I'm
I'm
saying.
not, no disrespect, you're not disrespecting him, but you saying you really just the entertainer. You ain't like that.
Well, this is what we trying to get now to the young boys. These niggas is acting. Some of them, for the most part, these niggas is actors.
Absolutely.
Because that was my next question. Like, all right, he said to you, not saying, you know, of course you would do it all over again if you could. Now, my thing is, you're out of that situation. You see that split second, how it changed your life. Now here's your nephew or your nephew's best friend. You don't know particularly what's going on, but you ear hustle a few conversations, you hearing some shit. Okay. You see it can go left. It ain't get there yet, but you know, all right, I know these little niggas. Let me talk to him real quick and tell him, listen, X, Y, and Z is the case. He in the streets. He don't want to hear shit you saying. Yeah, you OG, you big cuz, unk, and all that. And he know you a real nigga. But nigga, this ain't your time. This my time now. The streets is different out here. Yeah, how you was getting money back there? Yeah, y'all was getting it, but we getting it a little easier and different now. What you saying, I hear you, but I ain't taking no heat to that shit. How do you get through to him? Because you know either he gonna be doing 30 behind or he gonna be in the fucking coffin next.
facts.
So how do you get through to him? Because that's where we at now. I'm a female. And I could tell you off rip, this is why he got me on this side.
Absolutely.
Because I see it and it's so much realness.
Yeah.
And like I tell him, I try to talk to the little niggas, but I'm a chick. They don't want to hear that. But like I tell my peoples, I can't be the hardest female out the crew in a bunch of niggas. I'm a chick. Like the shit I be experiencing and seeing, I should not be seeing and knowing. And then for me to be trying to preach it and y'all not taking heed to it. And then look, a week from now, look what happens. Oh, you know such and such caught a body? Get the fuck out of
But you
here.
see what Shamel said just a split second ago, and it just adds on to what you're saying right now. What did he just say? Ego and pride.
Right. But
Like,
that's
I
what
got
I'm
a
saying.
22-year-old
You
son.
unk. How do you get through to that one? Like, what's your motive on that? Because you know he was like, you. Ain't nobody told you shit when you was in the street.
Because let's be honest. Hold on.
And then y'all from Red Hook,
And I'm
y'all
not
Brooklyn. Like,
hold on. I shouldn't have to say none of y'all. I want y'all to look at me. Look at me. shouldn't have to say you niggas names. Yeah, this ain't a joke. Look at me. I shouldn't have to say you niggas names.
Look at me.
Because
Look at me.
Y'all niggas seen me in Red Hook the last 15 years putting on for the projects. Outside the projects. Let's keep it 100. Not in Red Hook. I took that thing global. Right? To the radio, to this, I done did it all. A lot of you dudes that sat up under a Shamel, that came up under a Yohoun, how could you look at their story and not learn from it? Not saying you supposed to. I'm saying how could you not when you came up from under it? If he coming in the building, that thing smoking on his waist, and you watching what's going on, even if you decide to come off the porch, you have to at least say, I could do it better.
But see, that's where females like myself come in, asking these questions, because it's the type of shit
No,
I
you
see.
supposed to.
And like you the dude, like you said, these is your peoples, and you questioning that.
I took all
I'm
my
a chick
hustle money
looking
and
at
went
it
to the
like, what
studio.
the fuck?
Let's
Like
keep
how
it
you
a
watch
buck.
your man
Let's
just
keep it
do
a
all
buck.
that time and do what
I
he
used
did.
to go
and
say,
then
yo,
come
cuzzo,
up-
you want,
Like,
yo,
I'm-
cuzzo, I'll get with you later. I got to make a move. I took every dollar I made off the street. Shout out to Jump. Me and Jump came up with a plan, and I took mine to the studio. So when shit was going on in the projects in the back, toll projects, flagpole, I was sitting in the studio. Yeah, I did this. I did the same thing everybody else was doing. Pistol in the mailbox, in front of the, don't come up here because we ain't with it. I was with all that. But I took my bread and said, I could do this different. So when you see these type of dudes walking around, you know these dudes was in the essence, in the flesh. They did this on the pavement. Still around. How can't you learn from that, homie? You ain't, that's not brain surgery. To sit and watch it, I'm watching it firsthand. Like, damn, he really ran on the block. I seen old dog Manny. You heard? God bless his soul.
How do you get?
You know,
through?
I heard these stories of, yo, son, you know, Shamel had all them niggas on the curb. Like, yo, bro, how can't you say, damn, all right, well, Shamel had to do it that way. I might not have to do it like that because he laid the groundwork.
And that's my thing with that level of respect that
He
you
laid the
have. And your
groundwork.
name is so known in the streets.
You know what T-Rock
Well,
told
you
me?
know
Shout
what?
out to T-Rock. Hold on. You know what T-Rock told me? Shout out to
do it?
T-Rock.
Shout out
'cause
to
I told you
Rock.
this.
Shout out to T-Rock.
You know what T-Rock told me? Him and Ty used to, like, they was my biggest advocates when I was rapping. He used to be like, yo, son, I like your raps, but you from Red Hook, homie. Won't you take what go on here and really tell our story? You could do it. And I said, damn, hold on. He said, you ain't gotta live it. Nigga, you lived it enough. You here. These stories need to be heard. And that's what I did. So when I would go out and people would hear me, they'd be like, damn, son, I know who you talking about. Yeah, I made mention something about Kuku B or Super John. My cousin Super John was banging out and doodle. If you was from Red Hook, you know what I'm talking about. If you was affiliated with anything from Red Hook, you know what I'm talking about. These stories need to be told. You don't have to always live it, homie. Tell it. Because that's what Jay did. Let's keep it real. We gonna keep it real on my show. Jay saw Danny and the rest of them and said, yeah, I'm gonna take that to the promised land. You understand?
And I
How do
know
you
all
reach
of
these little
I know,
niggas?
Of course you know all of them. Of course you know all of them. You understand? Homie, listen, I don't know, because you've been going a long time, so you got a lot of time to sit back, and you're going to have a lot of time to hear all these songs with your name sprinkled in or your situation. It's a lot of work out there on you. See, they may not know who you are, but people that's going to know and watch this going to go, oh, it's going to blow their mind. Oh, shit, I know something. I know who that is. And there was so many stories told. So that's why I said I don't want to give away too much because I know where you're gonna go. I know where you're going with it.
Yeah.
But for the young, I just want to help the young homies that may call me and say, yo, son, I got a record, right? This is what I do. Yo, I got a record, homie. Here, let me listen to it. Play my shit on the radio. It don't work that way. Let me listen to it. Yo, I killed 15 niggas in there. I ain't mad at none of that. I'm gonna do my background check on you though. The homies in the town say you was a ball player. So why you ain't rapping about that?
The video.
You understand what I'm saying? Yo, the homie said you was nice and ball. You got an you Steph Curry in the flesh. Why ain't you rapping about that? Why you talking about something? And you ain't even telling the story. You saying I did or I'm doing. And then when the heat come, you 6'9".
It's not even that. How you talking about you did all this shit? You was 10 years old. Like, come on, let's be real about this shit. Like, come on, stop it, man. Stop this bullshit,
Real
man.
talk. Real
Yo,
talk.
hold on.
But I gotta answer her question.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Then I want to get into the label. So go ahead.
I gotta actually answer your question. And what I really believe to be able to is consistency. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we try something, you know what I mean? We try to talk to the young boy once or twice, and then we just leave it alone. Be like, fuck it, he out there like I'm out there, and I ain't gonna, you know, waste my breath. But I got a model, right? My model is this, man. To try to stay consistent on certain things. Yo, listen, pull him up every time you see him. Yo, what's up, shorty? What you doing, man? Come on, let's go. You want to hang out? You gonna go over here? We gonna go get something to eat or whatever the case may be. And you keep pissing in his ear. Because my thing is that if you could save one person, you did your job, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel. If I did something and I did my job, I go sleep at night.
Right.
Good. Like, yo, listen, I tried.
I reached one.
You know what I'm saying? I tried.
Yeah.
Or I was able to grab one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Because I understand, like you said, I was in the street. So, you know, and what difference between us and the dudes that's coming up now, we have respect for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
They don't got that no more.
We have respect for we have respect for chain of command.
We gonna do a part
You know
two
what I'm
with
saying?
this.
We have respect for chain of command. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's when we had big mamas and all that.
like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's what's
all
missing.
that.
The big
Big
moms and the
mamas,
aunties and
the
the
unks.
the ones
Yeah.
that stood up.
Let me tell you something real quick, and I want you to finish these last few minutes. We're gonna close out with you. When I first started coming to Red Hook and coming outside, knowing what was going on, I remember getting pulled in the building and getting backed out on. You ready for this? Yeah, put it in your hand, nigga. Let me see how you hold it. Niggas, to go to school. You understand? Like, it was real OGs at that time. They'll smack you up and go tell your mom I smacked you. Go ahead. She ain't gonna say nothing. She gonna smack you right after me. And if you was gonna be outside, they was gonna guide you right. Nowadays, they big homie is 20.
Not even
I
that.
don't know. Hold
Not
on,
even
listen,
that.
listen.
Listen,
Homie
not
20
even
years
that.
old.
You could be the big homie, right? And you could tell him, yo, take your little ass to school or something like that. Like you said, you could put it in his hand. You ain't ready for this type of life. Go the fuck to school. He could be all scared up and tell his next one, yeah, you know this nigga a word, da-da-da. He gonna go tell your other big homie, the one that's with you, but he rock with the little niggas. He don't fuck with the moto you trying to give. He fuck
Right.
with the one they doing.
Right, he
He
running
gonna go to
behind them.
him. Oh, go run up on that nigga with this burner. Tell him don't be coming
Because
on
you know
you
what
like
the
that.
sad part? A
So
lot
now
of
it's
the-
all
Of course it is.
miscommunication,
It is.
the
But you know
disconnect.
why? You
Now
know
you got
why?
the big nigga that's with you, your age. You just told the little one go to school, but he just told the next little one, tell him to go run up on him.
But I'm gonna tell you why it's
coming
like
to me with that dumb shit.
You know what I've learned? I'm
How?
watching the flip. I'm gonna tell you the flip side, because even with a lot of females and how they present themselves, it was when a chick was bad, she went for the bag. She went to get the bag herself. So a nigga with a bag just complimented her, right?
Yeah, that's all.
You know what the problem is? You got homies nowadays. You got big homies chasing the young homies because they get to the bag. A lot of these old niggas is broke. So yeah, you gonna run behind a young homie and let him just do all this felonious dumb shit
And
so he
spend
can
his
go to
money
jail
up.
and
Yeah,
spend his
and you
money
gonna
up.
spend his money
That's
up.
all you doing. Cause you ain't got it in you to squeeze that pole no more. Cut it out. You know
that's
And,
what I'm saying.
not only that,
But
nigga,
you got
don't
niggas
forget,
putting niggas in
niggas
certain
waiting for your ass
situations.
behind that
everybody
wall.
ain't you. First of all, everybody ain't you.
but
Everybody
hold on,
ain't
hold on.
you.
I just want to say one thing, man. Shout out to all the real big homies, man. Do the right thing, you know what I'm saying? And get to the motherfucking kids. And
That's
try to
right.
teach them the
That's
right
right.
way, man.
That-
I
because-
gotta shout y'all out because you know what I mean. It's a sad thing. A lot of
Too
times that
many
y'all
of
get a
y'all
bad rap. You
around.
know what I'm saying?
It
Y'all
is.
get a bad rap, but you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of good motherfuckers out there.
No,
a lot of
I know
big
it is.
homies. And I'm saying I just want to shout y'all out, bro.
Right. I know. No, you know why I say know why I'm saying that.
Continue to be great,
Shamel,
by the
because,
way, too.
Like you said, it's old fools and babies, right? It's a lot of we seeing more old fools than babies. A lot of these dudes is old fools. Y'all not even. Do you know when you in the street and you raised, like you said, I raised a lot of these dudes. So if they was home before you came home, you was coming home set up anyway, because he said I raised. You see, that's the key. I raised them, so he gonna do it right. If you raise a homie, you know you got another 20 years in the streets. You raised him. He gonna carry the torch, nigga.
No, nigga want all.
Especially if he
Listen,
broke.
Nigga
Wait,
want
hold
that
on.
money for himself.
Thank you.
No,
It's different now. United we stand, divided
but
we
listen,
fall.
I understand that, but listen what I'm saying. If you raise them the right way, like he said, a lot of these kids are not being raised. Parents ain't raising kids.
Listen,
Kids
baby,
is raising kids.
I hear everything you saying, and he can be raised the right way. And you come back around now, and somebody else done been putting this little bug in his
not if
ear.
he's solid.
People
I can't
are
go for that.
Yeah, but you
I
can't.
go
Not
for that.
everybody's like that. That's
No,
the point
I'm not-
we
no,
making.
I'm not saying- no,
Niggas
I'm
just
not
easily
saying- I'm not saying
distracted.
I just want to
Everybody.
speak to my situation.
Yeah.
Easily
My
distracted.
bros, y'all niggas know who y'all is. I love y'all, nigga. Y'all know what it is. Day one. When I came home, them niggas did the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, a lot of niggas in the projects is mad. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I came home. I ain't been home even 2 months. I'm in the X6. This is what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Real
But,
recognize real.
but
But
my
see-
hand called for that. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
that's
And
what
my
I said.
niggas,
Everybody hand
I love
Hold
them.
on.
Right.
Hold on. what I'm saying, you make 100% valid point, but this is what I'm saying. When you come home, if you did what you did on this pavement, and you come home and you, like you said, them dudes you naming, a lot of these dudes, I raised them. When they're being raised and you just not putting them out there, a lot of kids right now is just being put out the house. They're not being raised. If you was groomed in the street, you know the ins and outs of this street. Right now, the young homie you raised could be $100 millionaire rapper. That nigga Booby, and I'm saying shout out Ross because he mentioned this nigga in every interview. When Booby come home, he set out for life because he raised Ross. If you read his book, it says it. This nigga raised me. I wouldn't have been able to get $1 if it wasn't for this man. He raised him. So, like you just said, yo, I came home to an X6. I know niggas who been home 100 years.
And ain't got shit.
They ain't got a
But that's what you
Prius
saying. Real
right now.
recognize real. And you said everybody's
what I'm
different.
saying?
You got some
Everybody
niggas that's
different.
selfish and just worrying about that bag
Everybody
themselves
different.
now.
Niggas is greedy nowadays.
They ain't got that loyalty that they used to have no more. It's not
Because they
there.
wasn't raised. That's the key word. That's
They
what I'm
was
saying.
they
And
wasn't
now all
raised.
street
raised.
They
niggas
was
is
just
street
running.
niggas.
They was just outside. They was put outside.
Yo, they was in the wilderness by themselves.
Exactly. They wasn't raised, man. But of course, man, like I said, I want to end it off with I know you did you decide to do the record label on your way home, or was it kind of something you always play with?
Nah, listen, I was always in there writing and all that shit.
Right,
like that.
right,
So,
right.
you know what I mean? That was some of the focus because I said, you know what I mean? To me, that's a transition.
Absolutely.
The drug game, you know.
The music, that's
The
right.
music, the
That's
music,
right. That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying?
That's
And I
right.
done seen, and I done
fall
seen a
back
lot of
on.
dudes, like, you know what I mean? As, like, example. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You know, one person I love, man. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what a nigga be saying and all that. I love Hov, man.
Of course.
I love that boy,
Oh,
man.
come
You know what I'm
on,
saying? That boy
on,
did
man.
it when he was there in the trenches. Like, in the trenches, he was doing his little hustling and all that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And he came and he made that transition. Man is a billionaire, man. So you
Let
know,
me
I
tell you
salute my hat
something.
to
And he's
dudes like
still
that.
doing great.
Let
You
me
know what
tell
I'm
you
saying?
something.
Yeah.
And that's
Shout out
what
to
I-
all the
doing
black
great.
billionaires around the world.
Black
It ain't many
excellence.
of us.
Excellence.
But shit, we striving. We gonna get there though.
Absolutely, because like I said to you earlier, one thing I got from Rock was like, yo, son, you out here, take these stories and they need to be told. Remember, a lot of these stories never gonna be told. How many people y'all seen fall in Red Hook, or how many legendary stories that's never been remembered unless y'all tell them? I asked this nigga stories at 3 in the morning. Son, I'm tired. Son, yo, son, what happened with this? What happened with that? Because we wasn't there to live it. It's different when you live it. It's different when you live. You can watch the movie of Frank Lucas, but it was different when you was living in that
You
time.
need more realness out nowadays.
Absolutely. These kids are not
Because these
getting
niggas
it
in the streets
real.
are telling stories, but this my older cousin. He ain't really been there. That's like, not for nothing. I ain't gonna throw nobody out there, but I worked. I'm gonna put that out. I work around a lot of guys, and some are street certified, and some are not. Some
Weasels.
are
Say, come on. Don't put no
marriage
fronts on it.
related, as you would say.
weasels.
You got married in.
We call them weasels.
So you got one who's always talking, oh yeah, I was this, I was that, da-da-da. Remember back in the day, da-da-da-da-da. And he was never there. Your family was there. We don't know you, we know of them.
That nigga was
And
looking
they
out his
don't like-
motherfucking window, scribbling in his
Yo,
little
but
fucking
listen-
And I be
notepad.
looking at these
That's
type
the
of
shit I'm
niggas like,
talking about.
I gotta say this because she mentioned that story. That's crazy to me. I swear to God, man. I dropped dead right now, man. And that shit is so true because I, you know, when I first came up, I went to downstate and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this dude he telling me about me, like, yo, you from Red Hook? Yo, you know my man Shamel? Yo, that's my man. And I'm listening to the dude and he telling the story, and I'm like, what?
I don't even know you,
Shamel?
nigga.
I'm like, yo, that's me. Oh, yo, you look bad different, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this shit is crazy. Like,
Yo, you see, niggas is crazy.
See?
That's
So
what it
sell them
was
wolf
like.
tickets.
Niggas
See?
is crazy.
Word,
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying?
And these
See
are
what
the
I'm
type
saying?
of niggas I want to know about. Why they like this? Like,
So, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Niggas like the story, right? They like the glory from the story, but they don't want to. When the smoke is in the air, they ain't
really
around.
living that truth.
Yeah, they ain't around.
Yo,
so
I've heard so
Faking
many
shit gonna
stories
kill
about
you
so
when I
many.
know the
Let me
real
tell
you.
something.
Like, y'all
All of
gotta
y'all,
stop.
even him. I've heard stories about so many dudes from Red Hook, and a dude claimed to know a dude. I mean, one time, I handed the dude the phone to a dude from Red Hook. That wasn't really on y'all caliber. He was outside. He did his thing. Yo, son, you said you know what? Huh? Cook just came home. Yeah, you know Cook? Yeah, son, I was with Cook. Crazy. That's my son. Asked him, you spinning the yard. I said, yo, Cook, you know, Papa? Yo, son, where you know me from? Line went dead. Yo, you got to do. I
you
said,
see,
what?
that's the type of shit we talking about.
Yo, son, you said you know, son. You see what I'm saying?
this
Just
fronting
said,
shit.
yo, the fronting shit is out of control. One thing I'm gonna say that's gonna be funny to watch
fronting.
when Shamel really get home and start doing the music. Of course, you know, you doing it, not wait till you get home. You came home with the plan to do the music. And then you start being exposed to the goofy shit to see his reaction. This nigga gonna
The
go
shit gonna
crazy.
be funny. Listen, that's
He gonna
why
go
we
crazy.
listen.
What? Yo,
we
you
got to
really
start
did that?
running
Like-
around with the camera. We need a cameraman
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
the shit.
It's coming.
You can't make
Absolutely.
this shit up that be happening.
The documentary will
Y'all
be
niggas
coming
need to
soon.
stop fronting.
We doing a documentary. We want. I'm personally putting it out there. That'll be something we lay out. And all you corny
Shout out
niggas,
to
I
all the
promise
real
you, he's
niggas.
not gonna let you do his documentary because you're a goofball. You're gonna try to spin it and do a bunch of shit like you really know him. We not doing that. His documentary and I guess everything else he has laid out because, like I said, if you on Netflix right now and you saw the Central Park 5, and then you hear his story. His story's a little higher up because he actually was involved, but that will be something I see Netflix really jumping into. You know what I'm saying? I
Speak it
personally
into
see that.
existence.
It's not even speaking into. No, you're 100%
Listen,
right.
I got a question too before we go.
Now we got a little time. We got a little time.
The other guys, are they gonna be appearing with you in the near future?
Wait, before he answers that, for everybody out there, y'all may be a little lost when we say the other guys and pertaining to his situation because we did not mention the story yet
Absolutely.
or what happened.
Absolutely.
So I want you right now, real quick, to just introduce yourself and give a brief on what exactly happened to you and your situation and welcome himself home because, like he said, he just did a long
I
time.
like that.
Let's just clear the air on that one real quick.
Damn,
but real
sexy
recognize
talk.
real,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah,
Let me
that
let
girl
y'all know real recognize real.
That girl good.
So for all y'all out there wondering why I'm here, how I got here, real recognize real, okay?
That's right.
It's a
My
real
girl
one.
good. She do her thing.
Now,
But
Shamel, the floor
definitely.
is yours, honey.
My name is Shamel, and in 1992, you know what I'm saying, and December 17, I got into a shootout with two individuals. I don't know if I can name their names or whatever the case may be.
You can do what you want. It's all on you at this
All
point.
right, but I'm just gonna say I'm just naming they first names. You know what I mean? Because I don't really do all that name.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But you know, a brother named K and a brother named Russell. You know what I'm saying? And we got in a shootout, and in the process, an innocent man got killed. And I'm very remorseful for that. You know what I'm saying? I take responsibility for that, but that's in my past. We dealing with the transition now. I'm welcome to do anything. You know what I'm saying? If they want to do something to collaborate, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for that. Because at the end of the day, it's all about a healing circle. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we all got to heal. You know what I'm saying? All three of us together. You know, and that's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do me. You know what I'm saying? But if they want to be involved with anything or they want to, you know what I mean, further themselves or get further or do something different, I'm all for that.
Now,
Real quick. Oh no, I finish.
with that being said, just to point that out to everyone, again, this is not calling you a nigga because this is a man in front of me, but this is a real nigga right here. Real recognize real. He just said he made a mistake. He got into a shootout with two other individuals. He made a mistake. Everybody went away and did their time. If they want to move forward, because it is a healing process, you want to move forward and you want to collaborate and we want to do something positive for the youth because that's the children are our future. If y'all keep forgetting, it's not about you.
Absolutely.
The children are our future. And if y'all gonna keep sticking y'all dicks in these pussies and making babies, y'all need to stick to this. Now, with that being said, he's turning a negative into a positive. He's not saying, oh, I did all this time and y'all did all this time and fuck that, I still went to jail for y'all niggas and this, that, and the third. And he's not saying that. He's saying we're moving forward.
Absolutely.
You can move forward. You don't have to hold on to grudges because y'all little niggas get shit fucked up. Like I was speaking on before, they go to jail. Now, the people they wasn't friends with because they mans didn't get along with them, now they locked up with them and they find out the person is cool and now they cool, but now they back home, it's flipped the script again. You don't have to do that. You can make change. Change is fucking good. Okay, I'm a
And
female.
let me
These
say
are men
something
up
too.
here.
It's real talk because we need that, especially where we from right now. It's a lot going on.
It's a lot.
And they need some help. And shit, they don't even have a place they can come out and sit down at right now.
It got to start
You know
with
what I'm
us.
saying? So we got to look into that. You know what I mean? We gonna move forward with that.
I want to say real quick before we wrap this up.
And thank you, Shamel.
Definitely, I'm gonna end it off giving Shamel his flowers while he's here because let me tell you something. I heard
Take
Mano
green
say that.
flowers? No, I'm just playing.
Nah, I don't fuck with none of that. I don't fuck with none of that.
I heard Mano say this in the interview, and shout out to Mano. He said it's a robbery what the system do as well to take a young black man that made a mistake as a child. He was 17, bro. He
Right.
wasn't 20. He wasn't even legal yet as a child, and to give them so much time, that is a robbery within itself. So for you to do that and to still come home with the strong mind you have, homie, I salute you. You know what I'm saying? You got all the respect up here. And for many others, because that's why I feel like at this point in time, you have the most important story. You have it. Because these young homies can't relate to nothing else. This it's not real. At this point, it's not. Not even in the music business. That's why I do what I do. Because I'm telling them I came up under something that's real. So I know the difference. I'm not sitting this to glorify anything. I didn't do Streets Want to Know to glorify anything. I'm telling people the streets want to know this. The streets need that. These kids want to know, but nobody's giving it to them. They this is real. You know what I'm saying? So for them to hear your story, homie, as I appreciate you coming on my platform. I appreciate you even, you know what I'm saying, doing this for me. You know what I mean? You got all the respect in the world for me. And however I can help in any way, shape, or form, fashion, I'm there.
I'm saying you just mentioned the name, man, Mano. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely shouted you out when you
Yes,
came.
that's my dude, man.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't know, like, me and homie was, you know, every day together, you know what I mean? And he used to come and tell me about, yo, how this shit sound? We was in Elmira on the bleachers, you know what I'm saying?
See, that's crazy.
He'd come, you know what I'm saying? Yo, how this shit sound? And I'm like, yo, bro, that shit is hard. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the name of the song, but it was some shit where he was like on Lewis Avenue and the streets, and he was having a little shootout.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I had spoke to him when I was in jail and all that, you know what I'm saying? And I told him on the phone, like, yo, listen, homie, I salute you, homie. You know what I'm saying? You did it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You said you was gonna come home.
Yup.
And
He
you did it, you know what I'm
damn
saying?
sure did.
And that's my dude. Like, you know what I mean? I don't, you know, get into all this shit like that.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
that.
No,
But that's
absolutely.
my dude, homie.
I mean,
And
he
salute
shouted you.
bro.
I know when you first was touching that, he shouted you out. He definitely was like, yo, my homie home. Woo, woo. But I'm saying, even looking at, he said something that resonated with me because it's like, damn, that shit is real. You know what I mean? And like I said, we out of time, and we definitely gonna get a part 2 with you. But we definitely letting y'all know the other 2 guys that's a part of Shamel's story will be in the building.
Can I ask this question really quick
Of
before
course
we
you
get
could,
out
of
of
course
here?
you could.
Because the streets do want to know.
All right.
Was there ever a point when you started your bid? Because this is what a lot of these niggas do nowadays too. When you started, damn, I'm facing this much time. Shit, I fucked up. Da, 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 da. All right, let me drop these names for y'all. Well, let me tell you this, and this to get me out of this situation.
Never that.
Real recognize real. That's all I
29
wanted
years,
to hear.
man. I
Give that
stand
man
up,
some
man.
hand claps for
I
that,
stand
please.
Ain't in my blood, you heard?
If you can't
No,
do the time, don't do the crime,
Now,
fellas.
like I said, I'm telling you because I know the history. I know the whole story.
Thank you.
Every gangster that I've ever heard that knows Shamel's story has said, homie from 17 stood tall.
I ain't got no other
Never
choice.
once been.
Something about them Brooklyn niggas, I tell you. I
a lot of
appreciate
niggas
you.
ain't go. Let me tell you. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100 before we
A
get
lot
out
of
of here. I
niggas
know we
ain't
ain't got
gonna
too
do
much
it.
time, but let's keep it 100. Everybody ain't doing that, bro.
They ain't.
I know some so-called real ones. A lot of dudes coming home talking about, son, I got the paperwork.
Well, listen, man. You know, I don't, like I said, I don't want to get into no names.
Yeah.
Man, but you know what I mean. My biggest,
Talking to the mic.
yeah, my biggest mentor. You know what I'm saying. I can't take a lot of shit away from him. You know what I'm saying. But I don't know the facts. But I heard he went bad. You know what I'm saying.
I know, yeah. I agree. I know. We ain't gonna get into the name.
Yeah,
but
I
know
ain't
you
gonna get into
talking
that.
about.
But
yeah.
you know what I mean. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm just being real. That's real talk shit.
Right. Because you all mentioned in the book.
You know what I'm saying.
So we wrapping this up.
Part 2.
We out here part 2, but is the book coming? Shamel, is the book coming?
Book, we gotta do it. Why not?
Yeah,
Fuck
absolutely.
it.
All right.
Fuck it.
Let's get to that
To the
bag.
bag,
Yo, listen,
right? Exactly.
listen,
Bag
hold on.
talk.
It's your boy Duss Middle, aka Dustradamus. And when I say Dustradamus, I bring Red Hook into the future. That's why I call myself Dustradamus. You understand what I'm saying? I'm headed Red Hook into the future. So what you see now doesn't even matter. It's what we're gonna be in 10, 20 years from now. And I promise you, we chasing $1 billion. To the left of me is my cousin. This is my blood. This is my favorite cousin. I know a lot of the family get mad when I say that, but it's the truth. My favorite cousin, this is Yohoun, of course, and of course the brother Shamel. And I love you and appreciate you for even coming to do this, homie.
Right back
So I
at
know
you,
you're
brother.
busy. You know, I know you're a busy man. You come home with a plan. And of course, my girl, real recognized real Miss Penelope P, that come with the realness. And this the streets want to know. And I'm telling y'all, please, I want y'all to go and investigate this
Yeah.
man's story, please. And for you parents too, your kids need this. Because y'all were, some of y'all, if you anywhere in my age bracket, I'm 41. We were kids when we was preteens
Talk
when
your
this
shit,
happened.
brother.
We was preteens when this was happening, but y'all all understand what went on. This is bigger than that Central Park 5 shit because this hit every news channel. This was really big in New York City.
It's like the Joe Clark of Red Hook.
Absolutely.
But you know, even I think Mayor Dinkins is one of them.
I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm telling them
I
it's
was
big.
reading
I'm
that
telling
too.
them. Mayor Dinkins is a whole.
I think the
gonna get
president
into
spoke
it.
about it
Yeah,
too.
homie.
We gonna
Part
get into
And
two,
so
we gonna get
part
into
two.
that,
We get
part
into
two.
that
And
when
listen,
the guys is here.
parental discretion is advised.
That's a really. That's a really. So
Listen.
we
The
gonna
real
get into
parents.
we gonna
Not
get
too
into
young
all that
parents.
because, like I said, the movie and the book is headed into the future. I am Duss. You know I'm a game changer. We gonna holler at y'all. Peace. Streets want to know.
Hey.